Looks like we're gonna do another. Is this the internet making us do it, or is this a throwback, or?
It's more of a throwback.
And so, okay, so we're doing a throwback. Welcome. And we are throwing back to everyone's favorite boxed cereals.
Sugary.
Apparently bagged cereals now too. Were they ever in bags?
As when we were kids.
I
no.
think it was just boxes with a little bag that you couldn't open up inside. Yeah. Anyways, where are we starting?
We have, well, let's talk about what we have here. First of all, we have three different types of brands, or three companies that brand cereal. First, we have Kellogg's. You probably can't see it in the shot, but we have Cocoa Krispies, Apple Jacks, Frosted Flakes, what they now call Corn Pops, which when I was a kid was called Sugar Pops. Froot Loops. Those are the Kellogg's brand.
No, Sugar Pops are different from Corn Pops. That's two different cereals. They were Corn Pops.
I know I'm right, but I won't correct you on film, but this is what they used to call
And Sugar Pops are like Rice Krispies with that are covered in sugar.
All right.
Okay,
so
anyways, well, we'll move on past
General
that.
Mills makes the other second, or I don't know which one is first, but they make those Cocoa Puffs, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Of course, who doesn't remember Trix, Lucky Charms, and then the family of Cheerios, which represented here, regular Cheerios, Honey Nut, and Frosted. We're going to try, we're going to stick to the Kellogg's ones first, then we'll do the General Mills. We'll tell you which ones we like the best. And these are what I call cereal imposters from the dollar store. So we have fake Apple Jacks called Apple Bits, fake Frosted Flakes called Sugar Flakes, the unfortunately named Cocoa Balls, the Fruit Rings, and what's that last one?
I guess this is
Toasted
kind
Oats.
of like the Cheerio, but
Yeah, like the Honey Nut.
it's a honey
probably.
nut. It's
Yeah.
honey nut.
All right, so let's just get ready to start the first one. We said we'd start with Kellogg's. Let's do Apple Jacks.
Let's see if the bag's any easier to open.
Well, maybe we've just gotten more skilled through the years. Ah, not too bad. Just a little bit and a little milk. As a kid, I did love Apple Jacks.
I really don't know how you wouldn't know what an Apple Jacks is like. So I'll be interested to see what the Apple Bits, how that compares.
It doesn't taste as sweet as I remember.
Is it possible they changed it? Remember, people are trying to be healthier these days. Yeah, I almost wonder about the sweet. I don't know, it's close. It's very
I like it.
reminiscent.
Apple Jacks, the original by Kellogg's. I'm giving this one an 8.
Oh, so we're going to pick our favorite of them all as well. But I think that's very subjective. I guess I'm going to base my score on what I remember it as, because I think I've tried just about all of these. And how it seems now. And I'm going to, in this case, I'm going to agree with you with an 8. Because it's very much, to me, it's really a lot like it was. I don't really see a difference. Now, I just ate my whole little collection of it, and we'll see how I do on the 15th bowl. But for now, I did all right. It was really good. That's a nice start. Okay, so I think we both, well, you didn't quite. We both finished our milk, though.
But next up is Corn Pops, another Kellogg's offering. One of my favorites as a kid. And of course the bag, I did get what you maybe last time. I'm not going to put too much, I just need a teaspoonful or so.
Just a taste.
Corn Pops, I know it's kind of turned around, but we do have some photos and in the
You know
video.
what? This was one of my favorites, except for the time where I got a bad corn pop.
I don't remember ever having
No,
one.
yeah, I guess they can sneak in there. It was a really overcooked one, so it was like hard. But somehow, maybe it stayed in the little corn popper too long. I don't know.
I don't like these anymore.
And I know. Well,
I used
I'm
to
not
love
gonna
them as a
comment yet.
kid.
I'm gonna try it.
It's definitely not sweet anymore.
Not nearly as sweet as the apple jacks. at all. But it never was. It never was.
No.
I really wish I knew if they were changing the formula.
I'm sure they've changed it over the years. Sweet, crunchy is what it says here. Okay. I don't like this one as much as the Apple Jacks. I'm giving this one a 6.
You know what? It's too bad we're doing it like this because I always kind of loved how it would sweeten the milk as you got to the end of the bowl, and that was just like, you know, almost a treat in itself. But now because we're doing just these little samples, you don't really reach that saturation point. So, but it's still good. I do like the Apple Jacks better too. But I'm still gonna say I'm gonna keep this high. I'm gonna keep it a 7.
Okay.
I'm trying to relate back to being a kid and what I thought of it, and I don't think it's changed that much. But it does seem a touch less sweet.
It also seems less crunchy, or either that one is stale or something. Here we have Cocoa Krispies, never a favorite of mine. None of the Rice Krispies were ever my favorites. In fact, I don't see my favorites. Mine all had a Flintstone on them. So Fruity Pebbles and Chocolate Pebbles or whatever.
Want me to need a little more muscle on that bag? Oh no, they open right up.
But this is the, remember the
Look,
Kellogg's,
even I'm gonna have a challenge with it. I got it.
Kellogg's Rice Krispies was the original. This is the Kellogg's Cocoa Krispies, which is the chocolate version of the Snap, Crackle, and Pop cereal. I already know the ricey cereals aren't my thing.
You know, I like them. This is one of the different ones I do like when you first put them in the bowl and they're nice and crispy. And then in the end, if you don't eat it fast enough, they're just a little too, you know, they got really soft.
Actually, I didn't even add any milk. These would make them tasty.
No, but aren't you cheating? I think you're cheating you're using Cocoa Puff milk.
No, I didn't have any. I'm only putting a little teaspoon of milk. It does turn the milk chocolatey.
Yeah, that's what it should do. All right.
This is good. It's not very sweet. It's not very chocolatey either.
This is definitely not as chocolatey. It was stronger.
All right. Well,
It is changing my milk color very quickly though. Yeah, even yours is pretty dark. The sweetness is still there. Not as chocolatey. I'm dropping this one down to like a 5
so you're giving it a 5.
because it really seems to have fallen off what it was.
I'm giving it a 7.
Oh,
So these are
Yeah.
Cocoa Krispies.
so that one kind of held up a little better for you, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. But I definitely must get through all the chocolate milk because that will throw off whatever's next. Okay, so nice clean bowls. We're back again.
This time,
And-
the ever popular Kellogg's Frosted Flakes. I still like this one because it's kind of plain but not really. And it wasn't too long ago when I actually tasted it. I think I went,
We had this in our house recently.
yeah. I don't think I've eaten it recently, but we did. I like the crunch, and this one I think I remember.
This one gets very soggy if you are too slow.
I barely use any milk in it.
I like to normally cover my cereal. So for me, it could end up really soggy if you don't.
I can actually eat it dry. It's good. I love this one. This is my favorite, I think. I'm gonna give me this a 10.
Excuse me.
I find it yummy.
This one's your favorite, huh? So far?
That's Kellogg's Frosted Flakes and Wild Duane.
I find this the sweetest one so far.
I find it as sweet as maybe the Apple Jacks, but it has more of a flaky, thin crunch that I like.
I'm gonna go back to an 8 for this one.
Okay.
And because we got to eat it quick, well, it was still nice and crisp, and that definitely didn't hurt it at all.
And here we go into the neon territory with our Froot Loops. Kellogg's
Yeah.
Froot Loops. I actually,
You might need
hold
a new
on,
bowl.
I might need a new
So
bowl.
she's
I
getting a
don't-
new bowl. I finished mine.
I don't want
And
to
I'm going
mix
to tell
flavors.
Lydia a story about Fruit Loops off the air. We'll talk about it later. but I do like my Flakes.
Okay.
Very much similar to Apple Jacks, but just,
More flavors?
yeah, a little more variety.
I don't think I've had a Fruit Loop recently.
We haven't bought it that I can remember. We've bought the Apple Jacks. We bought the Frosted Flakes. And I think other Cheerios too. You've had Cheerios.
Not as good as the Apple Jacks. There's something fake about the toothpaste.
The Apple Jacks seem better.
I mean, this comes in every color. I recognize the purple and the reds as cherries and salmon peach colored, but there's blue and yellow, and I don't even know what flavors those are supposed to be.
I don't know. They're just kind of a fruity blend.
This one gets
I don't even know that there's a difference in the flavors in each one. Do you really think?
I think the lemon is the yellow one.
But you really think it tastes different? To me, it just all kind of blends in as one.
Tastes like fruit chemicals.
Like that.
Maybe because there's a lot of them. I'm giving this one a 6.
You know, I'm gonna do the same thing. Go with a 6. Yeah, the Apple Jacks is definitely better.
So,
Well, we got this one.
we've now done all of the Kellogg's, and the highest rated Kellogg's
The Flakes.
cereal
Cornflakes.
is the Kellogg's Frosted Flakes with 18 total. And
Frosted
next up is the Apple Jacks.
And Apple Jacks.
So Apple Jacks and Kellogg's Frosted Flakes went out for the Kellogg's cereal. And what do you say we start with the General Mills cereal? All right. Now the first of the General Mills. Except for the Cheerios, I haven't tasted a lot of these in so long. I don't remember. But Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Let me throw a couple in here. Just have a little bit of milk in here. Cinnamon
The
Toast
Golden Grams we've had.
Okay.
We've had that not too long ago.
I like the Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It's cinnamony.
You like this?
Yep.
I think I like Golden Grams better. So we're gonna find out if I really do. As far as my memory goes, I think that's the one I prefer.
This is a little sweet though. I'm
Still a
giving
lot
this
of
one-
cinnamon.
I'm giving this one a 7.
It really shows up in the milk pretty fast.
Mm-hmm.
I think we need to try the Golden Grams next.
I think you've mentioned Golden Grams, but I haven't personally had Golden Grams. I think you're thinking of another cereal that I have bought recently called.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Nope, it's called Squares. Toast oatmeal squares, and they come in different flavors.
Oh, the
Remember
Quaker
those?
Oats thing.
Yeah, that's it. It's a Quaker Oats. It's called oatmeal squares.
Maybe that's it.
But they're little puffs of oatmeal that have flavors. Some have a sweetened or a frosted. These are the Golden Grams
Golden
by
Grams.
General Mills. They
Well,
look
I
a
thi-
lot like the Cinnamon Toast Crunch,
They look just like them, really.
except they have grooves.
Oh, I may have poured too much milk and too much cereal in this one.
Actually, they're better than the Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
That's what I thought. Hold on.
Way better.
Much crispier.
Mm.
I think it has a hint of cinnamon, but a hint is nice than
Too much.
all that cinnamon focus.
Not as sweet either. It definitely has that graham cracker flavor.
Just like a graham cracker, right? A little tiny one, just a little crunchier.
I like this. I'm giving it an 8.
Yep, me too. I'd say it's a solid 8.
What did you give the last one? I didn't catch it. The Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
6.
Okay.
Yep. Much better. I can eat this. No problem. This one's a good one.
Yeah, I'm finding the sweet cereals kind of getting overwhelmed by the sugary. Okay, now we'll do the two I'm scared of. Lucky Charms
Let me guess, Trix.
and Trix with a rabbit on it. Remember, Trix are for kids. But Lucky Charms is another General Mills.
So,
I don't like marshmallow, and as a kid, my mother bought this one by mistake, and I thought it was nasty.
okay.
I think I haven't tasted it
I'm
since.
pretty sure in a supermarket as a kid I cried until my mom gave in and got me this cereal. So apparently the commercials worked because I wanted this, from my memory, as much as any
I
cereal
wish there
I've
could be a
ever
close-up of
wanted.
these clumps of neon-colored marshmallow with these little toasted.
Well, we can try. I don't know if you guys are really going to focus on them, but there
I
you
don't
go.
know. This is day glow. I don't even want to eat a marshmallow piece. Let me just.
Oh, goodness. So, after getting my wish and getting this cereal,
You didn't like it.
I loved the marshmallows.
Oh God. Okay.
And was totally disappointed with the oat cereal part of it.
You thought the whole cereal was marshmallow colored? You didn't know there was going to be?
Oh no, I knew it was both, but I wasn't sure. I thought the cereal would be sweeter, and it's really the sweetness is the marshmallows.
I wish you could see this, but there's a little blob of blue. It looks like blue ink in my bowl that's coming off these. Ew, no, look at this.
Oh, mine's turning blue too.
Yeah, but
There's a lot of blue on the rainbows.
Oh, it's not. I'm not even eating these marshmallows. I'm giving this one a 2 because this is so unappealing. And I'm not a marshmallow fan. Actually, I'm gonna give the Lucky Charms a 1.
Okay, so I'm gonna give it a 7.
Oh my.
Not my favorite, but I still like it.
Okay.
I still, not disappointed. Unfortunately, the bowls really got messed up from that, and we're gonna need some fresh bowls.
I got my
So let's do some fresh bowls for Trix.
Trix is for kids, and it's in 6 fruity shapes. Oh my. These are fake looking.
Oh boy.
fruits. I've never seen this
They've
before.
changed Trix.
I thought Trix were balls, like little
No,
round balls.
they're actually fruit shaped. But something about that color. Let's see how much of that color comes off in the milk.
Lime green,
I have a feeling the milk's gonna change color almost instantly.
and I see that lemon looking wedge.
Could be a lemon wedge. There's an orange wedge. Maybe, you know what? Maybe it's a grapefruit wedge. Is that what it is? I don't think they put too many grapefruit wedges in cereal. Huh? Now, we love our grapefruit, but we wouldn't find it here. What do you think? Oh, you know what? The color's not just coming off like I thought it would.
I think it's terrible. 2.
Oh my.
I don't like it.
Tricks are for kids,
This is terrible.
not for adults. I'm gonna give it in fairness, one more. All right, it's got some sweetness to it that I can manage. It's got a lot of chemically weird. I am a cereal lover, so for me to give this a 3 really is a poor cereal rating. I love sweet cereals. I don't eat them as cereal. I eat them as a snack. You know, I want a snack late night. I'll grab a little bit of sweet cereal, mix it with a couple things, whatever. Usually a not sweet cereal. 3. Oh my God. That's not good.
Trix shouldn't even.
All right.
Next up, Cocoa Puffs, and it actually says cuckoo for chocolate milk, so we know what it's going to do to the milk.
Oh yeah.
I'm not going
It's
to.
going to be cuckoo dark. Oh yeah. You're just really gingerly sampling.
I'm not a big.
I was never a big fan. You know what? I was never really that much into chocolate cereal. Remember Count Chocula?
I like the fruity and the chocolate pebbles. Fruity pebbles and chocolate pebbles.
Okay.
Lots of crunch in this one.
This seems to be a lot of crunch. I'm looking to see how quickly it changes the milk color.
Oh,
It
takes
is a
while.
little bit. I have to kind of mix it around a bit to do
Takes
it.
a little bit.
It's slower than the other cereal was, so.
Slower than the Rice Krispies, Cocoa Krispies.
Cocoa Krispies.
We saw Cocoa Puffs.
Cocoa Krispies are better.
Yeah, I don't care for these. This is getting a 3.
You
That's
know
an
what?
aftertaste.
Bit of a, I'm not sure what, it's not your regular chocolate.
It has an aftertaste.
I'm actually, surprisingly, going the same. I'm going now with a 3. It's it's not something I would crave, ever.
No, that's a weird aftertaste.
No, so, sorry Cocoa Puffs, but you're not making the list.
No.
Yeah, there's like a taste that sticks with you that probably shouldn't. So, yeah.
Not my
We're moving on to something that we all both know is good. I mean, this is
We can get rid
this
of
has
this.
to be one of the leading cereals out there. I
Let's do
think.
these together.
We're gonna do them all
Because
together.
they're all Cheerios, just slightly different alterations. We have honey nut, regular plain, and frosted
No,
Cheerios.
start with the plain, and then maybe I can just go right into them. If I have milk left over, I won't feel so bad.
Well,
It
plain
won't-
Cheerios are
Yes,
just
they're
plain
plain Cheerios.
Everybody knows what a plain Cheerio tastes like because we all see babies eating them right out of a little Cheerio container.
I'm wondering if Cheerios is possibly the oldest of all the cereals we're trying. Like, been around the longest. I suspect it has.
Not sure.
So maybe we'll find out, and I'll add a note to that. But I think Cheerios is probably the oldest of what we have to sample from.
I prefer something a little sweeter if I'm going to have a cereal, but this isn't too bad. I'll give it a 5.
Okay, as a kid, I would never even take a bite of this without adding sugar.
Really?
Mm-hmm. There's no sweetness identified at all.
Right. It's 100% whole grain oats,
It's oats. And
and it's heart healthy.
I'm gonna give it a 4
You liked it better than Cocoa Puffs?
because I know it's good for me, and I'm not poisoning myself with some crazy dye that I don't know what it is.
Let's move on and add the honey nut
Move on.
flavor.
Go right in. Let's get some
Because
flavor.
this is using the same base thing and just
They added some flavor
adding some nutty sweetness.
so that you can eat it without adding sugar. All right?
Well, because the sugar's already in it.
Or maybe it's honey. I don't know. And we might need some more milk.
The honey nut Cheerios are much better.
Nice and crispy too.
Nice and fresh.
And a good flavor. Not just a mild sweetness to it, but enough so that it's a 7.
Okay.
Pretty good. Yeah.
I'm giving it an 8, and you're giving it a 7.
All right. As we continue with Cheerios,
Frosted Cheerios is the last of the Cheerios. Fresh
get a-
bowl, fresh milk.
yep, I didn't get a lot of milk this time. I think we got.
We only have
We're
a
getting
couple
close.
more.
We're getting close.
This is frosted. I don't think I've ever had frosted Cheerios. Honey nut is my usual
Oh no, I've
Cheerio
had
to go.
lots of different Cheerio flavors. Maybe I need one. I've had these.
I like the honey nut better.
This is very much like a frosted flake, but on a Cheerio flavor to me.
Definitely sweeter. Sweeter than the sweeter than the honey nut.
Oh yeah.
Not horrible. It's not as crunchy as the honey nut though.
Honey nut was very crunchy.
I'm giving this one a 6.
I'm gonna go with a 7. I mean, I could go either way.
And you know what? We just finished the Kellogg's, and the highest rated Kellogg's cereal, based on our
Was it-
scale,
was it
was
Cheerio?
Golden Grams,
It's Golden Graham. Ah,
and the second highest was Honey Nut Cheerios.
what's honey nut, right?
So Honey Nut Cheerios and Golden Grams were at the top of our Kellogg's
What?
list,
Yeah.
and
But the overall, who's the overall champ so far?
so far Frosted Flakes is
Yeah.
Frosted Flakes is the
So
highest,
far, that's the one.
and Apple Jacks are tied with Golden Grams.
Okay.
Now,
There you go.
now for the
Now-
part that we're a little more horrified about,
You know what? Now, since we were doing a Cheerios thing, let's move right into a Cheerios
clone.
clone.
From the dollar
Toasted
store?
oats. Does it say 100% oats on there? I don't know. You can tell me while I try to open the bag. So,
Whole grain honey nut toasted oats from the dollar store.
with a bag that you have to really be good at.
So I guess the question is whether or not the clone cereals from the dollar store at much cheaper prices than the brand name of either Kellogg's or General Mills. Okay, first thing, these don't even look like Cheerios. Look at the size of the oats.
They're different sizes. They're skinnier. They're darker. I don't know. They're extra crispy. They got a lot of crunch. And a milder oat flavor.
They're not terrible.
Very,
not-
is there a slight sweet on there?
The thing is the crunch is good, but the flavor is like somewhere hard to
Very
find.
subtle.
Subtle is I would say it's ephemeral. Where is the flavor? It's like a hint of Cheerio honey nut. After you swallow, you say, "Did I just eat a honey nut Cheerio?"
What did I give for regular Cheerios?
Regular plain Cheerios?
Right? Yeah.
You didn't care for it too much. You gave it a 4. These
No.
are better than that.
A touch better. A hint of sweetness. This will go a 5.
Let's try these.
Move on
Because
to
we gave the Frosted Flakes the highest of the high, and we know what Frosted Flakes taste like. This
So
is
the question
called,
is, what do sugar flakes taste like?
and this company that makes these fake ones is called Golden Foods.
Golden Foods. Huh? Let's see how Golden Foods does.
Okay, it already doesn't look like.
Oh, it looks a lot clunkier. Not like a nice, not as flaky.
Weird texture.
Nice.
Not. It tastes almost stale to me.
All right, I'm not gonna put too much at all. I'm gonna play it safe.
No,
I
I
need-
don't.
I
It's
need
like
a little milk.
cardboard flakes.
I'm gonna finish the milk. I thought I had enough milk. Apparently not. That's okay.
Cardboard frosted
How
flakes.
sweet is it though? Because we know frosted flakes have a good sweet to them.
This has a sweet to it, but it's cardboardy. It tastes almost like the difference between a Lay's potato chip and a Kellogg chip. Texture is off. It's not crisp and crunchy. It's gummy and weird crunch on the outside. I don't like it.
They're very chewy for a cereal.
Yeah, I don't care for it. 1 for me, and then that horrible toasted oats. That's getting the 1 as well.
They have the sweet, but the texture's wrong.
Texture's wrong.
5. I'll let it go.
Ah.
I'll give it something because I like the sweet part. I could probably adapt to
What
the
did you
texture.
What did you give the toasted oats from the clone company?
It wasn't. That was a 5 too. I thought just
Okay.
above. Yeah, that was just above a regular Cheerio.
Well, since these are not going down as easy as the real
As the
ones,
rest, we're just moving through these now.
I
And now
think-
we're gonna go for our. All right, we weren't even all that thrilled with the real Cocoa Puff.
No, I'm just gonna have like 2 or 3 plain non.
I got a little bit of milk here. That I didn't really. Oh my God. We really need scissors for these things. I told you, some of these bags are. You would think that there's plutonium in there. It's like something that you shouldn't eat is probably in there.
They should put pharmaceuticals and medicines in these. They wouldn't have to worry about the childproof
Yeah,
cats.
you can do away with childproofing because it's right there.
All right, so first thing is I can already smell the chocolate coming off these. Just as that was coming my way, I put like a couple of little cocoa balls on. I don't even need the milk.
Oh my God.
Way too chocolatey. Ooh, and again, the texture is way off. It has a weird.
No question. What did I give Cocoa Puffs?
3.
A 5.
Really?
Better than a Cocoa Puff to me.
No, these are a 2 for me.
And sadly for you, no, I think Cocoa Puffs should have a little more of the chocolate coming through the way these do. And it wasn't overly sweet, so it was better. Not great, but better.
These are the ones I'm going to be interested in, though.
Okay.
We both loved Apple Jacks. These are called Apple Bits.
So let's finish with that because as an Apple Jacks is our top one, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
And we
next to
both-
Frosted Flakes. Yeah.
Neither of us really liked
Froot Loops?
the Froot Loops. Oh no, wait a minute. We
I
gave
thought
it
we were
each a
okay
6.
with the Froot Loops.
Froot Loops are
All right,
middle
so
of the
start with
pack.
that one and we'll see. We'll finish with this. I'm gonna get a little milk as we try to open these bags and we'll be right back. So we are gonna try Fruit Rings. And actually we opened them both up and take a look side by side. They're similar. These things are huge.
These are huge too. They're
Those
much
are pretty
bigger.
big.
We both gave the original Froot Loops a 6. And now we're
Okay.
going to add a dabble of milk because this wild fruity flavor looks to be neonish. Grab my spoon.
You get your.
I'm only going to have
everything.
1 little teaspoon of this neon stuff because it tasted very chemically in the real one. Ooh.
Oh boy, here we
No.
go.
Nope, 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 nope. Oh, they taste stale. There's no crunch. It's kind of a,
No, there's a crunch on. They're hard.
I don't know. There's something really chemically and off about the
The
texture. And the aftertaste is terrible.
They have more aftertaste than initial taste.
Oh man, the aftertaste
They
is
stick
nasty.
with you for quite a while.
One.
All right, we'll be back. So you have hit an all-time low on cereal with me at a 2, the cereal lover. We have reached the end. Yay. With Apple Bits. Now we like Apple Jacks.
That was
I'm-
a favorite.
I'm really hoping we like Apple Bits. My confidence level is low from the generics.
I'm looking and you have one that's not
That's
either
not-
color or the rest.
Oh, okay.
That doesn't look right.
Now look, it's half green, half, well, it got both colors kind of mixed. But we're still gonna say, you know what, that's a mutant apple bit, so I'm not going to eat it. I'm gonna drizzle a taste of milk,
I am not a fan of any of those fake ones.
and I finished our milk.
So all I need is one teaspoonful. I declare these terrible. Another one. Only takes a taste. Wow, is this terrible?
Once again, an all-time cereal low, a 2.
So,
Only because I love cereals. So, anyways,
scarily enough, when looking at Golden Foods clone brands, the highest scoring
Any-
cereal was probably one of the lowest when compared to the
was below any of the
name
others.
brands, which was Cocoa Balls at 7.
Wow.
And all the others, and the lowest scoring cereal of the entire taste test was Apple Bits tied with Fruit Rings, 2 that we actually
last-
rated pretty high
On the real one,
on the real one.
And-
So, what do you think the message here is?
message here is
Buy the name brand
yeah.
and
Don't be so cheap, Dad, Mom. No. Care about your kids. Buy them real cereal because Apple Bits, you're not really thinking about your poor little kid. Why don't you try the Apple Bits and then maybe you'll be like, okay, Apple Jacks. What are we talking about? Maybe $1 difference if you buy the box. Something,
yeah,
you know.
but you know, as an adult, it's interesting that the highest rated cereals for us were the Honey Nut Cheerios, the Golden Grahams. Believe it or not, the Apple Jacks were up there for both of us, and then the #1 cereal was Frosted Flakes.
And for the real cereals, for my late night snacking, I mixed everything in here but the Cocoa Puffs, and not a one of the generics made it. There are none, they're generic. They really are. Sadly. No, hey, no offense, I understand there's people out there that,
That's
you
what
know,
they can afford.
that's what they can afford. But if you can afford it, get the good stuff. It's just worth it.
And this is the first taste test we've done in a while, so thank you for watching and for sitting through us as we ate, 20 different cereals or so. So thanks again. Let me know what you think in the comments below.
Comments,
And
like, subscribe.
thank you for watching
Tune
Duane
in.
and Media's Food Travel and Fun.
Thanks, everyone.